As you can probably guess from the title, a lot of you know that the exams are coming up for GCSEs and A-levels. So I wanted to give my tips for studying GCSEs, because I'm in college now, so I've done GCSEs. So I wanted to give some tips. So I've had a look at this article, and what I thought I'd do today is just go through the article and give my top 10 tips on how to study. Alright, let's get to it. How do I turn this around? Right, so the number one tip, and this is from the CGP, which is the GCSE Board of Education, something like that. So we've got 21 killer revision tips. So for number one, we've got to start revising early. So this means not to revise days before your exam. Now, I've been guilty of this many a times. Like, you're doing an exam and you think, you just put the revision off, and before you know it, you're procrastinating until you're doing it the night before, or even like the day before the exam's due, and it causes a lot of stress. So that's a big one that I need to work on, and I'm sure there's many of you guys who need to work on it too. Alright, number two, they've put, don't spend ages making your notes look pretty. Now for me, I'm one of those learners where I think the best, you can't beat past papers for revising for exams. So but this one's for those who like to make like memory cards and things, which can be good, it depends what kind of learner you are. It says don't spend ages making your notes pretty. I think it's important though to have like a visual sort of image, so then when you're looking back on your revision cards, it's not just all writing. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely a good one to have. Not to spend ages like making it look pretty, but still making it look visual, so that when you come back to remember it. Alright, number three, we've got take short breaks. Every hour, not every 10 minutes. Now this one, I have to say, I slightly disagree with it, because for me, like, I read a fact that your mind can only concentrate for a maximum of 20 minutes. So to me, if you're going to like practice past papers or start revision, my advice would be to spend about half an hour and then maybe take like a 10-minute break, because I know it says an hour, but for me that's a long time to sit down. So okay, so for number four, we've got use revision guides. CGP here, as they would do, is recommending CGP books, but know that there's a lot of good revision guides you can get, like at places like Waterstones and WH Smiths do quite good revision guides for yeah. So number five, let's have a look. It says sleep on your exam notes. Yeah, we'll skip that one. For me, I'd change that for put notes around your room, or like anywhere that you can find them. So if there's a particular subject you're struggling on, write a note and then put it like as a post-it note somewhere where you remember it. So then you can look on it the next day and go, right, this is what I need to do. This is what I'm struggling on. Alright, number six, we've got in study leave, start revising early. Now for me, I'd advise revising early like as the number one, so it's sort of a recap really. And number seven, stick revision notes around your house. Already covered that one, like a boss. Number eight, get yourself drinks and snacks. Now obviously, I'm great at this personally, like getting drinks and snacks. I mean, I tend to do that one first. I probably shouldn't do. So yeah, make sure you get yourself drinks and snacks. But if I were you, I'd get your papers set up, then get the drinks and snacks, because otherwise you'll get the drinks and snacks and then you'll just eat the snacks and not do the revision, which sort of defeats the object of revision. Alright, so last two, number nine, try reading bits in funny accents. Okay, we're going to change that to don't over revise, because I've never really had thought that it would help using revision in accents really. So what it's basically saying for this like revision one, is don't over revise. Like, obviously you need to revise because it's an exam, you know, but what my teacher always says is like little and often. It's like 20 minutes every couple of hours, or maybe just do like an hour every day or something on a particular subject that you're struggling on. And my final one is revise where you feel comfortable. Now this might not be something that people tend to give much thought to, but it's really important that you revise where you feel comfortable. Like some people, like for me, better to study at home. I know people say it's better to study in the library and things like that, but it's not. Sometimes you're better off studying at home or wherever you feel comfortable. And for some people, it can be like unusual places that help you to revise. Like, you know, you might sit like outside, for example, or maybe you've got a conservatory and you sit there. Like, as you can see, I'm in my conservatory right now. And I've got my currently studying for GCSE Maths. Yes, still not passed it, but going to nail it this time. So yeah, that was my top 10 tips for revision. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future videos, please let me know. And also I want to say, I wish you best of luck for these exams, because I know if you're doing GCSEs, I know what you're going through and I know how much stress it is. But I think you're going to do really well, and you're going to smash these exams. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.